everyone, it is the start of a new reading vlog, and while I was a little bit sad that in my last reading vlog I actually didn't finish any books. I read a lot, I felt like, but I didn't finish any books. I'm happy to now say that I can already tell you about my first book I have now finished, and that is this French one that I started last week, Rien ne se pose à la nuit by Delphine de Vigan, and I gave this one 4 stars. I found this memoir to be absolutely beautiful. The relationship between this author and her mother is fascinating to read about, and the ending of this account was very moving. So I'm happy that I liked it as much as I did. It's definitely one I would recommend. It is now the evening, it is 8 p.m. and I'm exhausted because I'm an old lady, as you know. I decided to download a sample of Conversations with Friends by Sally Rooney, the one I talked about in my wishlist video. The sample was so good that I had to buy the book on my Kindle. So I have that to look forward to for the rest of the evening. So far, what intrigues me is that it's about these people. One is a couple and the other is also a couple, but they are not romantically involved. They used to be, but they are not anymore. They are 2 women, by the way. They accidentally meet this other couple who invites them home to have some fun and have some wine, and then their relationship starts from there. And so far their relationship is very peculiar because the couple, the man and the woman, is actually famous, and I was wondering, why do they invite random people home to their house just from one evening? I found that very weird. I also found it intriguing that the personalities are so, I don't know how to explain it, but a lot of things are going on already and I love it. So I had to buy the book, and now I'm kind of interested to keep on reading and see what's going to happen. I've been playing a little bit with the thought of picking up this book, Wonder Woman, which, to be honest, I don't think I'm going to like, but I would like to give it a try. I am intrigued about all the hype. Wonder Woman is just a persona I would like to know more about. So I think now is the time to read a bit in it and see if it's a book for me. And if it's not, I'm perfectly fine with putting it back down again and not finishing it. But let's give it a try and see what the heck this is all about. 1 chapter in, and it's not bad. I like it so far. I'm going to continue reading. I just need a Kit Kat break. A Kit Kat break. You couldn't even see his face, but here he is. I'm now 76 pages in, and I'm still liking this book a lot, which, as you can hear, surprises me. I love how it's set on an island that is a reflection of Greek mythology. It's got to do with Amazon women and how they fight amongst each other to become the strongest. And then it's about this mortal girl who ends up on this island. She has no idea where she is and why she is there. Obviously, she is extremely scared, but our main character, Diane, who is an Amazon, takes her under her wing, and that's how far I am right now. But I just love the setting of this island, which is very reflective of summer and just being on an island. I don't know, but the setting of this island feels like this is the perfect summer read, and the persons that are Amazon women, it just feels like a great adventure story that is really good, and I didn't see this coming, but I'm definitely going to read on. I'm just going to take a short break now. I'm going to the bakeries now to get me a naughty breakfast. I mean, I deserve it. It's my summer break, and sometimes you just have to spoil yourself.
Keeping Thanksgiving a secret this year. Now when you're playing this game, I learned a word. You have to name all the states in 6 minutes.
I've only just now gotten my first mosquito bite of the summer, and it's in a very inconvenient place because it's just behind my left knee. So every time I bend my leg now, it feels uncomfortable. Anyway, yesterday I went to Copenhagen and I got a book because I was in the bookstore and I just couldn't restrain myself. I found this one and knew I had to get it. I've been seeing it around, and since I saw it in this pretty floppy paperback edition, I got it. So this will be my next read, I hope. But for now I have another book that I have finished, and that is this one. I finished this gigantic fantasy and I ended up giving it 3.5 stars. It was a really enjoyable read and one that has me hooked on the series and want to continue on once the next book comes out next year. There were some things about the world building that didn't agree with me. I found it to be a bit too complex, and I think that was the reason why I had to put down the book for a couple of days while reading. But in the end, I really enjoyed it. This was quite magical. And as I said, I'm intrigued to continue. So 3.5 stars it is. Oh, it gets hotter and hotter. I've now finished the book I was reading, the one called Conversations with Friends by Sally Rooney. It was a 3-star read. The first part of the book was the weakest in my eyes. It was the second part of the book that really got deep and spoke about some universal themes that I really liked. So this book is basically about how you sometimes find yourself in a hole in your life that you feel you can't get out of. You make the wrong decisions, you feel insecure about yourself. We've all been there. And then it's also about relationships and how one person in your life can be the one to help you get out of that hole, and another person is the one who keeps dragging you back down. So it's a book that speaks about some very interesting themes, and it's a coming-of-age story from the perspective of a 21-year-old. It's definitely not a book about conversations with friends. I mean, that's part of the beginning, but it's much deeper than that, and that's good, I think. So as I said, a 3-star read, and one that I definitely enjoyed. I think the overall impression after having read it is better than while I was currently reading it, because I was questioning it a little bit. But now I get it, and it was after all a really enjoyable read. And I'm about 70 pages short of finishing this funny book, which I have to say, I've now made it to the last part of the book, which is the weakest. The first part was amazing, and that's definitely my favorite. But the second part of the book has gotten me feeling a little bit disconnected with the story and all the characters, so I'm struggling a tiny little bit more than I did in the beginning, but I am going to finish it, and hopefully soon, so that I can get on with that new book I bought the other day that I also really want to read. Look what I found in town today. It's the new Haruki Murakami, the one I've been dying to get my hands on. Killing Commendatora, which is out in English in October, and it's already been published in Danish. So I immediately snapped it up and I started reading in town today. I'm thrilled now. This was unexpected, but such a pleasant surprise. I also went to the hairdresser and she cut my bangs way too short, so that also happened. And then I come into the office to find this. Zeus, that's not for you. Okay, better start editing. But this is quite a distraction, I have to say. Actually, first I need to go get my coffee. Cheers! I really hate these new bangs. It will be a few days until they're grown out, which is not good. Time to edit now and get tomorrow's video ready. Zeus is out of the bag. Here you go. Okay, no more procrastination, time to work. I finished it and gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I have been filming for the past hour, but now it is time to go out into that glorious weather and enjoy the sunshine. But before I do that, I would like to give you an update. I'm walking around because I'm trying to find my book, which is quite a necessity to talk about it. Last time I spoke to you, I had just picked up this book by Haruki Murakami. I'm now halfway through it and thoroughly enjoying it, and that's all I'm going to say because I want to finish it before I give you my final verdict. On my Kindle, I have decided to pick up Nevermore by an author I can't remember, but I will put a picture up here. I'm about 25% into that one. Thoroughly enjoying it. I mean, it's a children's story and I can feel that because it is about this storyline that very much reflects other stories I have read. But that doesn't mean it's not a great novel, because I really think it is. I'm still only getting my way through it and only just starting to learn about the characters and this world, but it's a great read. It's a relaxing read, and it's one that's perfect for sitting in the garden and enjoying a nice relaxing book. So that's what I'm going to do now. Look at this glorious, here we have it, glorious weather that we are having. I am dying to get out there and just have a nice cold something with my book. Zeus is hot. Right, Zeus, it's too hot for you. Sorry, but you're still cute. Yes, you are. Look at those feet. Look at that face. Oh, look at that tail. Oh, okay. Sorry. I just went grocery shopping and it is too hot outside to be outside, at least to my taste. But I thought I would do a grocery haul, just a small one, because I personally like seeing other people's grocery hauls, because the groceries from other countries, it looks different and I like seeing that. So let me do one of those. Let me see. I got some yogurt. Interesting. Some meatballs, which we like to call frikadeller here in Denmark. I like to put these on rye bread, this bread, for lunch, and then with mustard on top. That's delicious. I got some popcorn because that's the healthy fast food, isn't it? It's the healthy snack. I like to think it is. And we've got some bananas for my breakfast. Hand soap, I needed a new one. And these I am addicted to. These are cantuccinis. It's kind of a biscotti that you drip in your coffee, and I'm addicted, I really am. So I had to have another package of these. And then last but not least, I've got some more yogurt and some almond milk, which was expensive. Is almond milk also expensive where you come from? Because here in Denmark it's like 3 times the price of a regular milk, which annoys me, but I would like to know if that's the case where you live as well. And that was it. So I'm going to put all that grocery away now and not go outside for at least a few minutes because I'm so sweaty, and I just took a bath. Now I can go take another one, I guess. I think I'm going to take a third book down with me in the garden to read. The question is what book, so there's a lot to choose from, but I have an idea. I think I'm kind of in the mood for a crime, so maybe this is the time for this book. Karin Slaughter's The Good Daughter. This is going to be my first Karin Slaughter read, so maybe this is what I'm in the mood for. Ooh, this one has got deckled edges. I like that. But I don't know. I might take this with me. I might take a completely different book. Who knows anymore? My reading mood is super weird these days.
I don't think I'm back to no more, no. I'm going no more. I hit the road, yeah. I don't think I'm back to long time I've acted for.